So go ahead, Kate. Bring us to another one.
Okay. I want to talk to you about what this "don't sleep on me" stuff is.
Okay. So the "don't sleep on me" is basically, as I read it more and more, it basically has to do with, let's just say you have a friend or family member or maybe a romantic interest that's next to you and they go like this and they just lean on you and they just keep falling asleep on you and you're like, oh my God. Like, you could be in a plane and they fall asleep on you. Or they could be on the couch and you're like spread apart and all of a sudden they come near and they just fall asleep on you and you're like, go away. Go away. There's a whole thing.
I have a question for you. Do animals, are they included in this or is it just people?
It could be both. Whatever you feel like it. I don't know.
Is it random people or people you know?
Oh my God, you're asking too many questions. Do you want people sleeping on you? Yes or no?
It depends on the person.
Okay. Well then.
I got a dog that sleeps next to my head and one that sleeps at my feet, and neither one of them let me get any rest at night. Sleeping with a person is a relief.
Why don't you have them in a doggy bed?
My bed is the doggy bed.
No, I meant like a doggy bed.
Oh, they have doggy beds, but they prefer mine.
Well, I used to let dogs up on my bed, and I had a nice little black lab female named Angel. I miss her, but
if I had a lab, I don't know that I would let her sleep on the bed.
No, she was good.
They shed.
Yeah, they shed constantly. But the thing is, she would sleep, and of course, I'm up in PA where it's cold during the winter months, and she would wrap herself in a ball and put herself in the nook of my legs,
where you can't
the
move.
kneecap. Yeah, in the kneecap area. So therefore, I was like, ooh, that kept my feet warm and all that during the night. So it was great. But I'll still never forget, I had to babysit my sister's dog, which was the brother to her, which was a golden lab, and his name was Boomer, and he was the runt, but he was bigger because he grew. But basically, he still feared Angel. So when Angel and Boomer came to my bed, Angel jumped up, got in her little thing. But for the first time in her life, she just like sprawled out the whole bed, and she wouldn't let him up. I looked at her, I was like, you little bitch, you're not letting him up. And I was like, Boomer, you can come up here. So he came up and laid by my head, because I had like a huge queen-size bed. So he jumped up on the bed, he rolled up in the pillow, and I said, okay, that's fine. Fell asleep. All of a sudden, I rolled over. It was 2:30 in the morning. Licked me in my face, and I just looked and I was like, Boomer, you licked me in my face at 2:30 in the morning. This is not right. And then I looked at Angel, and Angel looked at me, and I just saw the smile on her face, like, and I'm like, oh, I hate you both. I hate you both right now.
It was the Scooby-Doo that had that great laugh. Yeah, you could just hear that when that's going on. All right, we're going to be right back after this message.
As humans, we ask ourselves all kinds of questions. But what if we were forced to ask ourselves a question every day that affected the outcome of the most basic things, the most important things in our lives? The question is, what is your sexual orientation or gender identity? And the answer is the difference between keeping your job or getting fired. The answer is the difference between staying in your home or getting evicted. The answer is the difference between receiving medical treatment or not. Because in 31 states, it's legal to discriminate against people based on their answer to this question. LGBT Americans have the right to say, I do, but they don't have the same basic rights as everyone else. Get the facts at beyondido.org. Brought to you by the Gill Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Smith, and I'd like to talk to you about a screening. No, not a movie screening, but a screening test for colorectal cancer. It could save your life. Colorectal cancer is highly preventable, yet it is the second leading cancer killer of men and women in the U.S. But it doesn't have to be. Screening finds precancerous polyps so that they can be removed before they turn into cancer. So please, get screened for colorectal cancer. I did.
If you're 50 or older, get screened. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, this is Terrence Howard. My mother was the cornerstone of our family. She shaped me as an actor, a musician, as a human being. So when she was diagnosed with colon cancer, it was like our whole family got cancer. And she died when she was only 56, so this is personal. Now, hopefully, my heartbreak is your wake-up call. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer. but you can prevent this disease. Screening finds precancerous polyps so that they can be removed before they turn into cancer. I've been screened. If you think that you're at an increased risk like I am, ask your doctor when to start screening. And if you're 50 or older, get screened. I don't have my mother anymore, so please, do everything that you can to stay around for yourself and for your family. Screening saves lives.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And we're back. Now, I know that we're going to be running out of time here because we just have way too much fun on the show.
We do.
There's just so much to bitch about.
You mean pet peeve about?
Oh, yeah, I guess that is what I meant.
Womp womp.
Oh, well. Let's go back to why it's important for people to contact us.
Oh, so why should they contact us? I don't know, Katie. Do we really want them contacting us?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, we do. So anyway, if you go to societybitesradio.com, and that's bites with B-Y-T-E-S, go to the More tab and scroll down to KMK, and then therefore you'll find a little item to fill out a form for us, and tell us your pet peeves. Tell us your little howdy do's and whatnot, because I think we want to, hear from you.
Aside from the fact that we just don't want to be the only ones griping every day.
Well, I don't know, Kate. Everyone gripes in their own way, but in today's world, people don't want to be seen as the griper and be negative and be whatever. So.
Oh, be negative. Be human. Complain.
No.
I want to know it.
No.
I want to hear somebody else complain for a while.
Well, that's good. Well, Kate, I know time is running out, but the thing is, I really want to bring this up because I thought this was great just as a puff piece, okay? Because we always do one. But 3 dads build about 200 desks to make virtual learning easier for kids at home. So we all know virtual learning is a big thing right now that people don't want to go. Well, some schools are allowing kids to go in and out, whatever it is. But basically, these dads found out that kids don't have places to sit. Some of them don't have places to sit like a normal desk. So these 3 guys were fathers, and they basically made think about the old 1980s desk where you had the metal and then you had the wooden top and then you had the little front side that was open that you could pop your books in and all that stuff. That's what these guys did. And they actually built about 200, and they've sold some, but they've also donated a bunch too.
I commend them for that. Actually, when my daughter was very young, she had no place to do her homework. And we're talking, 2nd, 3rd grade kind of stuff. I actually found an old desk at a garage sale and had it completely refurbished so that she would have a desk to sit at home, to call her own. I miss that little desk. It was so cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. But the thing is, the whole virtual home working environment school thing has changed a lot. I've seen not only in my home, but I've seen it in a lot of friends and family that I've visited, that they now have their dining room table set up as their workstation, or they converted a bedroom into something else for a lack of a term for an office.
The only thing that scares me about COVID is people are really starting to figure out what they can do without.
So what you're saying is we're all going to go camping?
No, but I do think that people are getting used to the fact that they're cooking again. They're not burning gas just to get out of the house at night. They're learning to take care of their children at home, and they're finding out it's much cheaper to drink at home.
It's true. Well, here's the thing is people think it's affordable and all this other stuff, but I don't know off the top of my head what the amendment or anything like that, but I'm sure you've heard it, vote no on something about the thing with the raising the minimum wage and all that stuff. So basically, in a sense, they're saying that the minimum wage will go up to $15, and people are like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but did you hear how long it's going to take to get it there?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying people are going, yeah, we should do it, while the other people are saying no. Well, I'm going to play both sides of the fence. Yes, it's good because you'll be able to pay more and be able to afford more, but I'm going to play the negative side and say, no, it's not good, because guess what, people? If you get $15 an hour, that's great, but as the owner of a business, I'm not saying just any, but any owner of a business, they'd sit there and say, I got to cut costs. I got to do something. And basically, where am I going to cut my costs? I got to cut employees, or I have to raise prices on my products, which then now your $15 is probably going to be the same as what you were making at $10. Who knows?
Well, now, again, why does this always come back to my roommates?
I don't know. You just think so much.
Tell you what, I got a roommate that's working for $2 an hour. If people were tipping the way that they should tip courteously, and I know for a fact that this girl works her hiney off. She's a very, very polite worker. She's a great salesperson at the table. She's, sharp on her cues, on taking care of you. And if it were not for the fact that she does all that, she would not make enough money to survive. Her regular weekly paycheck is around $32 after taxes. Now, what happens when COVID hits?
You got it.
It's a problem. But if they make a decent wage to start with, they might be able to save enough money so that when these times happen, they have something to fall back on.
Well, I think that was the big thing. A lot of people don't have stuff to fall back on.
No, they have nothing because they live hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
So let's just say a quick prayer for all of our folks out there that are not living on minimum wage and have to survive. So God bless all of you, and hopefully you'll survive through all this mess.
Yeah, we'll get through this. We really will. But there's going to be new systems, and no matter what you want to say, there's going to be new systems in play of how the world's going to end up with business, how it's going to be conducted. There's going to be more virtual stuff. There's going to be less employees. There's going to be a lot of changes.
Well, let's hear what you have to say. I want to hear what our listeners are thinking. So hopefully next week, let's have some questions. Send them in, folks. SocietyBitesRadio.com, and that is BYTES. Any parting thoughts, Joe?
My last parting thought is everyone stay safe, be happy out there, and we'll always have a good time as we party on and on, Garth.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
What about you, Kate? Anything else to add on?
Yeah, just, don't be a Kate. When you get mad, suck it up, Buttercup. That's what I should have done. I'd still have insurance today.
I think I'm going to use that and coin that phrase. Don't be a Kate.
Don't be a Kate.
Well, they always say don't be a Karen, which is the whole thing, but now it's the whole Kate. I'm just going to be a Kate.
Yeah, just don't be a Kate. But get us some emails in, and we'll see you next week.